Reincarnation is the concept that souls go through many lives, reincarnating into different bodies. This belief has been around for thousands of years and is an integral part of many spiritual teachings. Even if you doubt the reality of reincarnation, thinking about the topic can help you understand yourself better and see your life from a new perspective. Some people have a strong sense that they have lived in the past, although they cannot remember the details of those lives accurately. There are several signs that may indicate that your soul carries experiences from past incarnations. Let's look at 8 such signs and the possible significance for you. 1. Unexplained fears and phobias. There are times when we experience fear of something without realizing the reasons for it. For example, you may have a panic fear of water, even though you have never been in dangerous situations involving it. Or you may be frightened of enclosed spaces, even though you have had no negative experiences in such places. These fears may not have a logical explanation within your current life, but they may be echoes of the past. If you are afraid of water, you may have drowned in one of your past lives. If you are disturbed by tight spaces, it may be due to the fact that you were once trapped in a confined place. These phobias can greatly affect your daily life, causing you to avoid certain situations or places. Even if you realize that in reality there is no danger, the fear may be so strong that you have a hard time ignoring it. For example, you may avoid airplane rides or heights even though you know these activities are quite safe. Recognizing that these fears may be related to past experiences can help you deal with them. This doesn't mean that the fears will instantly disappear, but recognizing their nature can be the first step to overcoming them. Talking to a therapist or loved one can also help you sort out your feelings and find ways to feel more secure and confident. 2. Déjà vu. You may have experienced this phenomenon when you go to a new place but feel like you've been there before. Or you meet a person for the first time, but it seems to you that you have known him or her for a long time. This feeling is called déjà vu, and many people experience it. It can cause strange and sometimes disturbing feelings. You may be walking down the street in an unfamiliar city, but suddenly know exactly what is around the next corner. Some people believe that déjà vu is a memory from past lives that suddenly pops up in our minds. Perhaps in one of your previous lives, you have been to this place or met this person before. This sensation may be your subconscious mind's way of reminding you of past experiences. 3. A pull towards certain cultures or eras. Sometimes people feel an inexplicable connection to certain cultures, places, or time periods. For example, you may be interested in studying the culture of ancient Egypt, even though you have no apparent reason to do so. Or you feel a strong attraction to a particular country you have never been to. This may be because in one of your past lives you lived in that place or belonged to that culture. 4. Innate talents and abilities. Many people notice that they develop unusual abilities from childhood that are not explained by the current experiences. For example, a child may easily learn to play a musical instrument without any special training. Such innate talents may be the result of accumulated experience from previous incarnations. Perhaps in a past life you were a musician or an artist, and these abilities have passed into your present life. 5. Unusual dreams. Dreams can be windows into our past lives. If you often have unusual dreams in which you see yourself in other places or in a different role, it may be a manifestation of memories from past incarnations. Some people have dreams that seem so real that they feel as if they are in another reality. These dreams can give you clues about your past lives and help you understand what lessons you need to learn in the present one. 6. Emotional connection with strangers. There are times when you meet someone for the first time, but feel that you have a connection that is more than just familiarity. This emotional connection may be a result of the fact that you were connected to this person in one of your past lives. You may have been close friends, relatives, or even lovers. 7. Deep philosophical reflections. If you have been questioning the meaning of life, the universe, and your purpose since childhood, it may be because your soul has already gone through many incarnations. People who feel their old souls often have a desire for a deeper understanding of the world around them and their role in it. 8. Difficulties with adaptation in the present life. Some people feel that they don't quite fit into the modern world, as if their soul has come from another time or space. If you often feel like an outsider among those around you, it may be a sign that your soul has gone through many incarnations and carries with it experiences that are not always compatible with the current reality. By considering these signs, you can begin to better understand your soul and how your past lives affect your present. Or perhaps you're talking to someone you've just met, and you feel like you know exactly what they're going to say in the next second. This sensation seems inexplicable, but it is so familiar that it is almost unmistakable. Some people believe that déjà vu occurs when memories from past lives suddenly resurface in our current life, as if the soul remembers something that our conscious mind cannot recall. These moments can be so vivid and real that you suddenly become oriented to a place you've never been, or feel completely comfortable in a situation that should be completely new and incomprehensible to you. These experiences can be confusing and breathtaking at the same time. It is as if they offer us a brief but important glimpse into the accumulated experience that the soul has acquired over many past lives. This can be both a realization of personal skills and an opportunity to look at the world from a different perspective, through the prism of knowledge and wisdom that has been passed down from one incarnation to the next. 3. Feeling like an old soul. Some people seem extraordinarily wise despite their age. They have a deep understanding of life, themes that others are just beginning to learn. If this description fits you, you may be among those who are called old souls. Being an old soul means that your view of the world is different from that of most people your age. You may often give advice to your friends, relatives, or even people who are older than you. You may feel that you have experienced many life situations before, even if you are formally experiencing them for the first time in your current life. Older souls often feel out of place among their peers. You may find it easier to socialize with older people, or you may prefer to spend time alone, immersed in your own thoughts. You may not be interested in the same things that your friends or co-workers are. For example, you prefer quiet, deep conversations instead of loud parties, and you prefer reading books or creative writing instead of playing video games. This sense of otherness can cause feelings of loneliness or misunderstanding. You may wonder why you don't get to enjoy the things that bring joy to others. However, recognizing that your soul has already accumulated a great deal of life experience over many past incarnations can help you understand yourself better. This knowledge can bring peace and the realization that your unique perspective on life is a gift, not a flaw. Old souls often have insights that help them become excellent listeners and wise counselors. People can confide their secrets and problems to you, knowing that you will give them valuable and balanced advice. This ability to understand others and offer wise solutions is one of the main benefits of an old soul. 4. Unexplained talents and abilities. Sometimes people discover they have amazing abilities for some activities they never learned. You may, for example, easily start playing a musical instrument without even taking lessons. Or you may have extraordinary math abilities, allowing you to solve complex problems in your mind without any training. These innate talents may be the result of skills you have acquired in past lives. It can be quite unexpected. The first time you pick up a musical instrument, you may suddenly realize that you play it with ease. Or you may instantly understand complex mathematical equations, even though you have never studied them before. These abilities can manifest themselves in many different areas. You may have the skill to speak a foreign language even though you have never learned it. Or you may be an outstanding cook even though you have never cooked from recipes. Sometimes these abilities seem unusual or even incompatible with modern lifestyles. For example, you may be excellent at riding a horse or using antique tools that few people use these days. These talents may seem to come literally out of nowhere, and you may not have a clear explanation of where they came from. You just do it, and it may seem unnatural, yet impressive at the same time. These innate abilities may cause you to be surprised and even mildly perplexed. However, understanding that they may be the result of experiences from past lives will help you realize your uniqueness. This knowledge will allow you to appreciate your abilities and develop them further, realizing that you are not endowed with these talents by chance. 5. Connection to specific eras and cultures. Some people feel inexplicably drawn to certain historical periods or cultures. For example, you may be interested in studying the Middle Ages or the culture of ancient Greece, even if you have no objective reason for such an interest. Or perhaps you feel a special connection to a particular country that you have never been to. This may be because in one of your past lives you lived in that place or belonged to that culture. This deep connection to certain eras or regions of the world may be the way your subconscious mind remembers past lives. You may feel particularly comfortable in these places or amongst a certain cultural environment, even if you have never been in it in this lifetime. This may be a manifestation of the soul's memory, which retains the experiences of past incarnations. 6. Unusual dreams and memories. Dreams can be a kind of window into our past lives. If you often have unusual dreams in which you see yourself in a different role or in unfamiliar places, it may be the result of memories from past incarnations. Some dreams seem so real that you feel immersed in a different reality. These dreams can give you important clues about what your soul has experienced in the past and help you better understand your current situation. Perceiving dreams and their symbolism may be the key to understanding your experiences. 5. Deep connections to certain cultures or historical periods. Do you feel inexplicably drawn to a particular culture or era in history? Perhaps you are particularly drawn to ancient Egypt, or you feel in your place when you hear Celtic music. Such a strong connection may be evidence that in a past life you lived in that culture or historical period. You may enjoy books, movies, or television shows about a particular historical era. You may feel a strong desire to visit a certain country or learn a language, as if something inside you is already familiar with it. These feelings can manifest in many different ways, through a love of certain foods, music, clothing, or even traditions unrelated to your current culture. You may be very comfortable following customs and beliefs that seem perfectly natural to you, even though you've never studied them before. You may have a deep knowledge of a historical period even though you have not delved into its study in this lifetime. For example, you may know a lot of details about life in medieval Europe without even taking courses on the subject. Sometimes these connections manifest in dreams or daytime reveries where you see yourself living in another time or place. 6. Recurring dreams or nightmares. Dreams can be windows into our past lives. If you keep having the same dreams, especially if they seem very vivid, they may be connected to your past incarnations. These recurring dreams may take place in places you have never been in this life, or with people you don't know but feel familiar with. These dreams may transport you to different time eras. For example, you may dream that you are a soldier in a war, or that you are living in an ancient city. Such dreams seem so real that you may perceive them as memories rather than simply products of your imagination. Sometimes these dreams can be happy and exciting. For example, you may dream of flying or taking part in amazing adventures. But there are also scary nightmares. You may dream that you are in danger, or that you are losing someone you love. These dreams can be so powerful that they will affect your emotional state even after you wake up. You may wake up with feelings of sadness, fear, or excitement without realizing where it's coming from. 7. Instant connections with people. Have you ever had instances where you met someone for the first time but felt like you've known that person for years? Such instant and deep connections can be attributed to the fact that you already knew that person in one of your past lives. These connections can arise very quickly and be very strong. You may meet someone and immediately feel that you can trust them completely. Or when you start a conversation with a new acquaintance, you may find that you agree on everything and understand each other half-heartedly, as if you have known this person for a long time. These instant connections can bring an amazing sense of comfort and security. You may feel like you are communicating with this person on a deeper level that doesn't require words. This may be a sign that your souls have interacted in the past, and are now continuing that connection in the current incarnation. 8. Unexplained interest in certain places or people. If you are strongly attracted to certain places or people that you have not known before, it may also be related to past life experiences. Perhaps you are drawn to a certain city or country and feel at home there, even if you have never been there before. Sometimes this connection manifests through specific people. You may meet a person and feel like you have a special connection even though you've just met. It may manifest through sympathy or a feeling of friendship that comes instantly and seems natural. In such cases, you may have met in past lives and your connection continues. 9. An interest in spiritual practices or meditation. Many people who feel connected to past lives find they have a deep interest in spiritual practices such as meditation, yoga, or the study of ancient teachings. These practices help the soul better understand their past experiences and integrate them into the current lives. Meditation can also help you deepen your understanding of your dreams, memories, and unexplained feelings. The more you pay attention to such moments, the better you will be able to understand how past lives influence your current existence. This knowledge can help you find more harmony and meaning in your life, as well as uncover hidden talents and abilities that have been with you for many incarnations. You can sense each other's thoughts. These instant connections can happen with all kinds of people. It could be someone who becomes a close friend, a romantic partner, or even a teacher who just gets you. Sometimes, it might be a coworker you work seamlessly with. In other cases, it could be someone you meet briefly, but they say exactly what you need to hear at that moment. These encounters often feel magical, as if they were destined to happen. Soul connections are unique. They may come into your life to teach you something, assist with a challenge, or simply bring joy. However, some of these relationships can also be difficult. You might feel an immediate connection with someone but also notice you push each other's buttons. This could be due to unresolved issues from a past life. Cherishing and learning from these relationships is an essential part of your journey. They help you grow, heal, and become a better version of yourself. 8. A natural draw to spirituality. If you naturally gravitate towards spiritual ideas and practices, it may be because your soul has explored them in previous lives. You might find yourself curious about different religions or spiritual traditions. Practices like meditation or yoga might feel familiar, even if you've never done them before. You could also have an interest in energy healing, psychic abilities, or the deeper meaning of life. This spiritual inclination may manifest in different ways. You might easily grasp spiritual concepts that others find challenging. Spiritual practices may bring you peace, like you're returning to your true self. Additionally, you may notice deeper meanings in everyday events or catch signs and synchronicities that others overlook. This awareness helps you navigate life, cope with difficult times, and feel connected to something greater than yourself. Exploring your spiritual side can lead to personal growth and a deeper understanding of both the world and your place in it. It may inspire you to try various spiritual practices, read spiritual books, or join like-minded communities. Even if you're unsure about your beliefs, following this spiritual curiosity can bring more peace, purpose, and wonder into your life. The idea of reincarnation introduces a new perspective on life. It suggests that we are all on a long journey of learning and growth, not just in this life but across many lifetimes. Recognizing these signs within yourself doesn't require you to believe in reincarnation, but contemplating these ideas can help you understand yourself better. It may clarify aspects of your personality that previously seemed puzzling. If you've read this far, leave a comment with the word 100% to confirm you've absorbed this knowledge. For more thought-provoking topics, check out the recommended video on the screen. Thanks for watching.